A divine war does not end with a truce. It concludes with a final judgment. And that judgment has just been delivered by the highest authority imaginable. The cosmic gavel has fallen, and the case is closed. For years, you stood on the front lines of a battle you felt deep in your being. Even when your eyes couldn't always see it, you absorbed blows from every direction, carrying the weight of a conflict that felt ancient and intensely personal. People told you it was all in your mind. But what they failed to grasp is that this fight was never just against individuals. It was against an entire timeline of lack, struggle, and oppression. And that timeline has now collapsed. The drums of war have fallen silent. The spiritual fog that clouded every waking moment of your life has lifted. All that remains is the quiet aftermath of your triumph. A new assignment has been given to you, one far more challenging than any before. You are required to do nothing. The battle is over. You have won. Your new duty is simply to rest and heal. 1. The divine ceasefire. First, understand this clearly. The calm you're beginning to feel is not a trap. It's not the quiet before another storm. It is the complete and unconditional surrender of the storm itself. This is a spiritual reality as solid as the ground beneath your feet. For so long, your mind was in a constant state of high alert, like a soldier on endless watch. Every phone call could be a threat. Every message might contain hidden danger. Every new person could be an infiltrator. Your nervous system was wired for war because you truly were in one. This wasn't paranoia. It was an accurate reading of the spiritual climate. You were living in occupied territory, and your body knew it. The tension in your shoulders, the shallow breaths, the inability to fully relax, these were the daily uniform of a warrior who knew the fight could resume at any moment. That's why true peace always felt out of reach. Part of your mind was always on guard, scanning the horizon for the next inevitable attack. That vigilance kept you alive. But overnight, something broke, and it wasn't you. It was their supply lines. It was the very source of their power. A divine ceasefire has been declared. This wasn't a negotiation between equals. It was an order from the ultimate authority that forced the other side to stand down. They had no say in the matter. Their access was revoked. Their contract was terminated. Your spiritual space has been permanently sealed against them. That constant ringing in your ears you mistook for. Tinnitus was actually the hum of their psychic assaults, their venomous whispers, their relentless broadcast of fear and failure. Listen now. Do you hear it? Silence. That's the sound of their transmission tower crumbling. That's their frequency being erased from the cosmic airwaves. Their ammunition was gossip. Their tactic was manipulation and distortion. And the divine has just severed their communication lines. They're shouting into a dead phone, wondering why you no longer react. In the coming days, your body will need time to adjust to this new reality. You'll wake up braced for impact, only to find peace. You'll catch yourself scanning rooms for threats that no longer exist. This is the muscle memory of a soldier. It will take time for those muscles to unwind. Be gentle with yourself. You're unlearning a lifetime of conflict. The hypervigilance that kept you safe is now outdated. Keeping it would be like wearing heavy armor in the desert. It would only weigh you down. Your new mission requires lightness. It demands that you trust the silence. You may feel a phantom limb sensation as if something is missing. What's missing is the burden of war. You're learning to walk again without chains you'd grown so accustomed to carrying. That lightness is your new strength. They thought the war would last forever. Their entire strategy relied on wearing you down until you gave up. They assumed your hope, faith, and strength were finite. They were right about one thing: your human resources were limited. But you weren't fighting with human resources alone. You were backed by an infinite source. You were heaven's chosen agent. Though your tour of duty was long and brutal, the command structure you served never runs out of reinforcements. What they just witnessed wasn't you winning. It was the power behind you declaring the game over. They weren't fighting a person. They were fighting a divine principle, a sacred promise. And that's a battle no amount of slander, sabotage, or dark energy can win. Someone just learned that the hard way. The ceasefire is not a suggestion. It is the new law of your realm. The war is over. It's time to come home to yourself. This energy is real. This victory is both spiritual and tangible. To anchor it fully in your life. Like this video, it's your way of signing the official peace treaty. Subscribe to join the collective of those who have completed their tour of duty. Comment 77 below as your divine code confirming receipt of this transmission, your energetic signature on the celestial document declaring your victory. Finally, let this video play in the background. The words are encoded with frequencies of peace and restoration. Allow them to recalibrate your subconscious, washing away the remnants of war and saturating your mind with the undeniable truth of your new season. You are no longer a soldier. You are a sovereign. 2. Demobilizing the spiritual soldier. The hardest part of leaving a war isn't the final battle. It's the first day of peace. For the spiritual warrior, the fighter's identity became a second skin. It's what you knew. It's how you survived. Now you're being asked to remove it, and it feels like tearing off your own flesh. This is demobilization, a sacred, intentional dismantling of the warrior persona you were forced to build. Piece by piece, the armor comes off.
First, the helmet of hypervigilance, the part that never stopped scanning for danger, analyzing every word for hidden meaning, never powering down. Removing it means choosing to believe you're safe, even when old instincts scream otherwise. It means letting a call go to voicemail without your heart racing. It means accepting a compliment without searching for ulterior motives. The world is no longer a minefield. The mines have been cleared. You must resist the urge to plant new ones in your mind or project old fears onto peaceful landscapes. Next, the breastplate of defensiveness, forged in the fires of betrayal and misunderstanding. It protected your heart from constant judgment and accusation. It kept you ready to justify your existence. Evidence always at hand for people who'd already declared you guilty. Removing it means standing in your truth without needing others' approval. It's quiet confidence that says, what you think of me is no longer my concern. Those who forced you to wear it are no longer under your jurisdiction. Their opinions have been nullified by a higher court. Your heart is no longer a besieged fortress, it's a temple at peace. It will feel terrifying at first, exposed, but that exposure allows true, divine light to enter and heal you. Then comes the sword of sharp words and quick comebacks. For years, your tongue was a weapon, striking first to avoid being struck, dismantling lies, keeping predators at bay. It earned you a reputation as someone not to be messed with. In this season of rest, that sword is too heavy. Its energy too harsh for the tender landscape of your own healing. Demobilizing it means discovering the power of silence. Not every battle needs fighting. The war is already won. False narratives can float and die on their own. You no longer have to waste breath correcting what isn't true. You'll be tested. Someone will try to provoke you, drag you back into an old fight. They'll throw a familiar insult, a trigger designed for the old you. Your silence, your refusal to pick up the sword will be the most devastating response you can give. It shows them and you that you are no longer that soldier. Finally, lay down the gauntlets of control, the need to manage every outcome, micromanage every detail to prevent disaster. The universe is now your logistics officer. Let it handle the details. This process will feel strange, vulnerable, even weak. That's the illusion of the old programming. True strength isn't endless fighting. It's knowing when the fight is over. Your body will feel it first. Chronic pain in your neck and back will begin to ease, the phantom weight of armor lifting. The knot in your stomach will loosen. You'll sleep deeper than you have in years as your mind finally stands down.
This isn't passive. It's an active daily choice. When the urge to fight rises, consciously tell it to stand down. Speak it aloud if needed. The battle is over. I won. I'm safe now. You're retraining your entire being for a new reality. You're not a soldier in peacetime. You're royalty beginning your reign. You're trading the battlefield for the throne room. And that requires a whole new wardrobe, posture, and presence. 3. The sacred inventory of wounds. With the armor removed, you can finally see the wounds it concealed. The next phase of your mission is a sacred inventory, not to reopen old pain, but to honor the depth of your victory. A soldier doesn't return from war pretending they were never hit. They go to the infirmary. They allow the wounds to be assessed and treated for full recovery. Your time in the divine infirmary has begun. a season of deep, sometimes painful reflection with purpose. Each scar tells a story, not of weakness, but of the enemy's desperation. You're not looking back to dwell there. You're looking back to free any part of you still trapped on that old battlefield. This is guided soul retrieval. First, face the wound of betrayal. Those you trusted completely who smiled to your face while sharpening the knife. Their betrayal wasn't random cruelty. It was a calculated strike. They were assigned to get close, learn your vulnerabilities, and take you out at your weakest moment. The pain was immense by design. But look closer. You're still here. The wound didn't kill you. It cauterized the part of you that was too naive, too open. That scar isn't shame. It's your Medal of Honor. Proof you survived a direct hit from an enemy agent and kept walking. In this inventory, thank the wound for the wisdom it brought. Acknowledge the pain, then release the person from your energy field. They're ghosts of a finished war. They served as harsh teachers in your divine training of discernment. Next, tend to the wound of isolation. For years, you felt utterly alone. Friends drifted. Family didn't understand. You became an outcast, a lone wolf in a world that seemed not to see you. That isolation was an enemy tactic to cut a powerful soldier off from support before the final assault. But heaven turned their plan upside down. Isolation wasn't punishment, it was protection. A sacred quarantine that kept you away from spies, saboteurs, and even well-meaning but unequipped people who would have diluted your focus. In that solitude, you learned to rely on your direct connection to the divine. You learned to hear God's voice without the noise of others' opinions. That solitude forged an unbreakable bond between you and your Creator. The scar of loneliness is the mark of a self-sufficient leader privately trained by the highest power in the universe. It's the seal of your sovereignty. Then, heal the wound of being misunderstood, the constant distortion of your intentions, the assassination of your character. It was psychological warfare designed to make you doubt your own sanity, to cast you as the villain in a story, where you were the one under attack. Examining it now, you see it had nothing to do with you. It was their own inner corruption projected outward. They had to misunderstand you to justify their mistreatment. That scar is proof of your integrity. You stayed true to yourself, even when the world was fed a false version of you. It taught you that divine validation is the only validation that matters. Finally, address the wounds of exhaustion and near despair, the moments you nearly gave up, the nights you fell asleep crying, begging for it to end, the times your faith hung by a thread. Those weren't failures. They were spiritual endurance training. You were pushed to the absolute limit of human capacity so you could discover the divine strength within. Every time you chose one more day, you built spiritual muscle. Those scars of despair are evidence of your resilience, your receipts for how much pressure you can withstand. They're your credentials for the next phase of life. As you take this inventory, divine healers are at work. You may feel sudden waves of sadness or anger. Let them come. This isn't relapse. It's the final extraction of old battlefield toxins. Tears will flow not from new pain, but from the cleansing of ancient residue. Do not rush this sacred work. This is how you fully recover. 4. Learning the language of stillness. After years in the deafening noise of battle, stillness feels like a foreign country. You've arrived on its shores, but you don't yet speak the language. The language of war was loud, urgent, chaotic, full of words like defend, strategize, attack, survive. The language of stillness is quiet, patient, grounded, made of words like receive, allow, be, trust. Your new mission requires fluency in this language. Like any new tongue, it will feel awkward and frustrating at first. Your conflict-conditioned mind will crave familiar chaos. It will try to manufacture drama where none exists. It will mistake peace for boredom. This is a critical stage where many spiritual war veterans stumble. They confuse peace with lack of purpose and rush into new, unnecessary conflict just to feel something familiar. Resist that. You'll feel an overwhelming urge to be productive. You'll wake up thinking, what do I need to fight today? What problem must I fix? The absence of immediate threat will create a void, and your old programming, will try to fill it with manufactured anxiety, scrolling for outrage, replaying old arguments, inventing future worries. This is spiritual detox. Your system is purging its addiction to cortisol and adrenaline. It craves the familiar chemical rush of crisis. Your job is to gently refuse it. Your job is to sit in the stillness and breathe through the discomfort of peace. The boredom you feel isn't a sign something's wrong. It's proof everything is finally right. It's fertile emptiness, sacred space where your new instructions can download. The divine cannot deliver a new blueprint to a mind still cluttered with war debris. Stillness is the clearing of that sight. In the weeks ahead, practice the grammar of stillness. Set aside time to do literally nothing. No phone, no TV, no books, no podcasts. Just you and your presence. At first, it will feel like torture. Your mind will race, but slowly, something shifts. You'll hear whispers beneath the noise. You'll notice light on the wall. You'll feel your own heartbeat. That's the first lesson, observation without judgment. You're not trying to accomplish anything. You're learning to simply exist in a moment that, for the first time, is completely safe. Expand the practice. Walk with no destination. Listen to ambient sounds without labeling them. Feel the texture of a leaf. This isn't wasted time. It's resensitizing your soul to the frequency of creation itself. The frequency of life without threat. This isn't laziness. It's a divine mandate. The rest you're undertaking is active, not passive. You're integrating victory. You're allowing your soul to catch up to the reality your body now inhabits. The old world ran on hustle. You had to chase, struggle, force things into being. That was battlefield law. The new world you've entered operates on resonance. You don't chase, you attract. Your stillness is what magnetizes blessings to you. Your next opportunity won't come from frantic searching. It will arrive as a sudden idea while you sit quietly in a park. Your next healthy relationship won't come from endless swiping. It will appear effortlessly when you're content in your own company. You were taught your worth was in what you do. Spirit is now teaching you your power is in who you are. Learning the language of stillness is the most productive work you can do right now. It's the prerequisite for the glorious next chapter. It's the curriculum for kings and queens. 5. The enemy's post-war confusion. While you learn stillness, your former adversaries are experiencing a very different reality. Deep and growing disorientation. Picture an army fully armed, arriving at dawn only to find the war was declared over at midnight. Their opponent has vanished. The field is empty. Their weapons feel heavy and useless. That's the spiritual state of those aligned against you. Their entire identity and purpose were wrapped in opposing you. Your struggle gave their life meaning. Your reactions fed their ego. Your pain was their triumph. Now you're gone, energetically and dimensionally relocated. They're swinging at a ghost. Their world was defined by opposition to yours. Now that yours has shifted to a higher plane, theirs has lost its anchor and is drifting into chaos. Their lives begin to unravel, not out of vengeance or typical karma, but simple spiritual physics. For years, they directed all their energy, venom, and negativity at you. You were the target absorbing their poison, the lightning rod for their inner chaos. Now that the rod is removed, the lightning returns to its source. The disorder they tried to create in your life now erupts in their homes, careers, minds. They're forced to drink the poison they served you. They thought they controlled you. Now they discover heaven was in control and the bill has come due. The energy they spent trying to block you was a massive loan from the universe, taken against their own future. Payment is now being collected with interest. This isn't punishment, it's accounting, balancing the books. You'll start hearing things through the grapevine, sudden job loss, messy public breakup, mysterious illness, unexpected legal trouble. The business built on lies faces a devastating audit. The carefully crafted reputation shatters under an unforeseen truth. It will look like bad luck. It isn't. It's a spiritual audit. They operated on fraudulent energetic credit, using your light as collateral. The account has been closed, assets seized. When you hear these reports, your first instinct may be satisfaction. That's human, but the spirit in you, learning peace, will feel detached compassion. You'll see them not as monsters, but as lost souls who made a tragic spiritual miscalculation. Their fall isn't your victory. It's the inevitable consequence of their choices. The most bewildering part for them is your silence. Your lack of reaction drives them mad. They'll make desperate attempts to re-engage, provocative messages, gossip through mutual friends, passive-aggressive posts, hollow apologies to regain access to your energy now that theirs is depleted. They're poking a bear that has left the forest. They're shouting into the void. Your non-response is the ultimate confirmation of their defeat. It tells them you're so far beyond their reach you don't even bother acknowledging them. Your silence isn't strategy, it's fact. You simply aren't there anymore. They're fighting a memory. Let them. Your new job isn't watching them fall. It's focusing on your own recovery. Their post-war confusion is between them and their creator. You've graduated. Don't go back to a school you've already passed. 6. Recalibrating your reality field. As your inner world transforms, your outer world has no choice but to follow. This isn't wishful thinking, it's divine law. You are a broadcasting tower. For years due to the war, you transmitted on frequencies of struggle, survival, and defense. That signal naturally attracted matching experiences, people, and environments. That's why conflict seemed constant, why difficult people kept appearing, why your surroundings often felt hostile. You weren't broken. You were stationed in a war zone as part of your mission. Now, through rest and healing, you're consciously changing the channel. You're broadcasting peace, sovereignty, grace, and your reality field is rapidly recalibrating to match the new signal. Think of it as tuning a radio from static chaos to clear harmony. Anything unable to vibrate at the new frequency simply fades out. This is where tangible, almost magical shifts begin in daily life. It starts small. The noisy neighbor suddenly announces they're moving. The toxic colleague gets transferred or leaves. Your feed shifts from bad news to inspiring stories. These aren't coincidences, they're cosmic alignments. The universe is clearing your environment to match your inner state. Anything still vibrating at old chaos. Frequency can no longer remain in your immediate field. It's gently or not so gently escorted out. Relationships shift too. People connected only through shared struggle drift away naturally because you no longer share resonance. In their place, new connections arrive, effortless, supportive, deeply authentic. Your physical senses sharpen. Colors appear more vivid. Food tastes better. Music sounds richer. The spiritual fog of war dulled your perception like grime on a window. As it clears during rest, you experience the world in high definition for the first time. Even the air in your home feels lighter, cleaner. You may feel spontaneous urges to declutter. Release old objects tied to the past timeline. That's your spirit guiding you to physically clear space for what's coming. This recalibration affects finances and opportunities too. Before, every dollar felt hard-won. Every chance came with hidden costs or gatekeepers. That was war economy. You're now entering peace economy. Resources begin flowing with surprising ease. An unexpected check arrives. The perfect client finds you. An idea from a dream becomes viable income. It may feel suspiciously lucky at first. It's not luck, it's divine compensation for your frontline service. Your job isn't to question or feel guilty. Your job is to receive. Your worth was never in doubt, only your circumstances were distorted. Now restored, your flow returns. Watch for synchronicities, repeating numbers, meaningful songs, perfect timing encounters. That's your new reality confirming itself. The universe winking to say the recalibration is complete. You're no longer fighting reality. You're co-creating it. 7. Dawn of the new mission. This season of rest and recovery isn't the final destination. It's mandatory, non-negotiable preparation for what comes next. A soldier doesn't win a war only to retire into total idleness. They're given a new role suited to their proven strength and character. Your new mission is emerging, and it will look nothing like the old one. The old mission was endurance, survival, holding the line, rooted in defense. The new mission is creation, building, expansion, rooted in sovereignty. You fought to secure territory. Now you will build a kingdom upon it. It's the difference between building and designing an entire city. Different skills, mindset, and scale of impact. A new kind of energy is rising in you, not the frantic, anxious adrenaline of constant readiness, but calm, deep, powerful, self-sustaining energy. The quiet hum of a massive generator just switched on. New ideas will flow easily. Long-standing problems will reveal obvious solutions. A quiet, unshakable sense of purpose will crystallize in your heart. Not loud or demanding, but certain. That's your new mission downloading. The rest cleared your internal hard drive, so this massive new file could install without corruption. The boredom was the progress bar slowly filling. Your new mission won't feel like work. It will feel like play. So deeply aligned with your core, essence, and natural gifts that it flows with joy and ease. Where before you pushed boulders uphill, now you'll glide downstream on a mighty river. Outsiders will call you lucky or blessed. They won't see the brutal years of war that preceded this grace. They won't see your scars. Let them call it what they want. You know the truth. This isn't luck, it's your divine paycheck. Your spiritual veteran's retirement plan. The spoils of war rightfully yours. The joy you feel in this new work isn't a bonus, it's fuel. The highest vibrational frequency, operating from joyful purpose automatically, creates reality that benefits not only you, but everyone your work touches. Don't fear this new power. You were forged in adversity to wield it with integrity and wisdom. You were tested for pride, greed, vengeance, and you passed. That's why you can be trusted with the influence and resources now arriving. Your new mission may take the form of starting a business, writing a book, leading a community, creating art, healing others. The form doesn't matter, the essence does. You become a source of light, a beacon of hope. You won't have to force or promote it. Those who fought their own wars will be drawn to the light you radiate. They'll see in you proof that victory is possible. The battle is over. Recovery is underway. Your reign is about to begin.